This is the most interesting part of the audit. So we kind of try to do it first, so that the rest of the audit is far less interesting. Okay. Sound good? Okay. So we have, let me grab here. We have a couple of different things that we might wind up finding in all of our samples. We might find bottles of cans, maybe we'll find some milk cartons, maybe we'll find some squeaky and shiny trash. Anything that would go in the garbage is stuff that we say is squeaky and shiny. But what do we really want to find in our compost bin? Food. We're starting to actually even move away from paper in our compost bins, because we find that when people put paper into a compost bin, they kind of start putting in plastic and other stuff too. So our program is starting to move towards only food, so that we get a really clean product. The reason is that, can you make compost out of plastic? No. It's really hard to get out of the compost bin, out of the finished compost, because compost is really sticky. So we're trying to do all that we can to make sure that we create really great compost, because we have to.
I use compost at home. When I first put in my yard at my house about 10 years ago, I bought some compost and put it, spread it out on my yard, and there was several plastic utensils, like a fork and a spoon and stuff like that I found in the compost.
Oh my goodness.
So that could have come from a place like a school like this, where it got in there and it shouldn't have, and then, at the recycle place, they can't get every single little piece out, so sometimes it ends up in your goes.
Yeah. Anything else you want to share? Yeah.
Sometimes, when you go to parks in the mall, and there's sometimes a recycle bin and a trash bin and other stuff, and they're labeled, but sometimes people, they just don't.
Yeah, sometimes people make mistakes, right? That's cool that you noticed that. That's really good. Yeah.
My dad, he makes food compost.
Nice.
Because we have like a family of 5, my mom has daycares too.
Okay.
So we just have tons of leftover food. So then we just either feed it to our chickens and our geese and our ducks, or we use it as compost in our garden.
And does it make your garden grow better?
Oh yeah, my dad, he has raspberries. He got a booster like this, and then the very next year it's
whoa, yeah.
It's bigger than all of us.
Sweet. Yeah, one last thing. Nice. And what do worms do? They eat those scraps, right? They actually help make that soil. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we've got about 8 of you, and what we'll probably do is split up into 2 groups. So I think we're going to have this be group number 1, and this be group number 2. Because what we found is that when we have 2 groups, you can kind of compete against one another, and when one group starts getting a little tired, then we can bring in the next group, the other group can hang out and talk and make observations, and so on and so forth. I've been talking a lot. Can I share with you one more thing? So, does anybody know about the scientific method? What grade are you all in? 4th, 5th? All right, you'll be learning about it very soon. But the scientific method is really important for doing a good scientific project. But the first thing in the scientific method is you have to have a question. So, what do you think the question that we might be trying to figure out today could be? Yeah.
How much is the school recycling, and how much recyclable things are they putting in the stuff that can't be recycled?
Yeah, how good a job are we doing recycling and composting at your school? So, to do a scientific experiment, you have a question. So that was our question, how good a job are we doing? The second part is you have to do an experiment. So our experiment is going to be this waste audit. And then while you're doing an experiment, you want to collect, it begins with a D. What could that be? Data. So I have a data sheet here. So at times you're going to see me writing things down. And these are going to be the notes that we are going to use to help come up with a conclusion. And with that conclusion, we can go back to the school and say, hey, we had this question, how are we doing? Our conclusion is the school is doing great, or maybe not so great, or maybe not doing good at all. And that's what we'll be able to find through our scientific study today. All right, everybody jumping down real quick and warm up. Interesting, isn't it? Okay. So, team number 1, what is your team name? Team number 2, what is your team name?
Awesome
Pittsburgh.
people. No, let's think of green.
I did end up being 5th graders and 4th graders.
Before we get started,
We should be
so a really